Ian.
Dang.
Ian, there are times in friendships where you just know that the best thing to do is just to pass the fucking mic to your buddy and let them cook. Today is that day, Ian.
All right. It's finally happened. I don't know what that means.
Hit us with your best shot, Pat Benatar.
Okay. So I'm gonna jazz scat my way through a couple of things here. And everyone's just going to have to, you're all coming with me on this journey, which is why you guys are all listening to this podcast, Clockwork Orange style, lashed to a chair with your ears propped open.
Button hooked open.
Yes.
Yeah. Your microphone's on the floor. You're in a weird headspace.
Mm-hmm.
This is happening, people.
Now, I don't know how many of our listeners have children, but I feel like as a car enthusiast with children, you know, one of the weird joys in life is sitting in the car in the pickup drop-off line and judging everybody else's car choices.
Their choice
and just making observations.
Sure.
Even just making observations. And sometimes there's oh wow, they bought an Alfa Romeo, or
right.
Things like that. And ooh, he got a Cybertruck. And
yes.
Now all the 10-year-olds are jeering at him as he drives by. We also have this rare gift, right? Where we kind of talk about this a lot with the license plate gang, where I think we can usually glean a lot of biographical details from someone's car choices.
Sure.
That maybe other people can't.
Right. A little bit of a sixth sense, if you will.
Yes. And, I've always heard, my wife and some of our other friends talk about they changed their profile picture to be only him and the kids.
Right.
You know what that means.
And this is the man that is doing this, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Well, Dave, I figured out the automotive equivalent of that.
Of changing your Facebook profile to just you and the kids.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, for anyone who's not following me here, stereotypically, if a man who is married with children changes their profile picture to just a picture of him and his kids, that usually means things are not going well on the home front.
Right. And
a split is imminent, right? I was able to determine a very similar thing from somebody's car modifications several months before it became official.
I love that you're holding up your fingy. Yes. Audio listeners are missing out. Ian is holding up his fingy because you are confident. You are confident in the statement. I can tell. Yeah. Okay. Let's hear it. Yeah.
A gentleman who is another dad at my kid's school showed up earlier this year with a Tacoma that has been modded to, as best as I can describe it, divorced dad spec.
What was the previous vehicle? I think some context here for what the hop was is important.
Yeah, I think it was the Tacoma. But I think he then modded it.
Oh, he acted out through the vehicle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think I could, in real time, trace the dissolution of his marriage by his car mods.
Right. By the amount of money that he was spending, thinking, well, she's not going to get half of this aftermarket exhaust.
Right. And to be honest, I can't remember what his previous car was, because the Tacoma is newer, but then it also underwent a series of modifications.
Understood.
That was oh man, this is what is happening here? What are you doing, dude?
It's gone
You're a 45-year-old man. Yeah.
It's gone from off-road prep to cry for help.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's definitely not off-roady, because it's got the big I'm a big boy tires.
Okay.
Right. And it's got the really obnoxious fender flares.
Sure.
And it's all blacked out, but it's very shiny. So this is not seen a trail as far as I can tell.
Okay.
Right. And it's got the blacked out grill and stuff, and the dark tint. and that whole vibe. And it was just like, oh man, this is like divorced dad spec. And then we were at a school function, no wedding rings anymore. And I was like, I told you months ago.
Right.
Those fender flares say we have 2 toasters now.
This light bar.
Yes.
This light bar means
there's a light bar. You knew there were
I
light. Did.
I did. Bar. This light bar means I get them on every other weekend.
It's actually called the shared custody light bar.
Yeah. This is somebody that is acting out. This is how they are choosing to express their independence.
Yes.
Right. Yes. I think that I want to hear like a nature documentary, like David Attenborough, like narrating this, right. Because as the male enters to let, the females know he is now an eligible mate. Right.
But then he would say and he is not alone because there is a predator behind him, an asshole who is judging his car choices for the safety of his station wagon.
Yeah. Fellow members of the tribe recognize. Yeah.
I don't feel good about any of that, but I mean, I was right.
Right. It's not a good situation for anyone involved.
No. And obviously I don't know anything. I don't know anything about anything.
Right.
I just saw the signs. They were there for everyone to see. And I was the one who saw them.
We are IT people.
Mm-hmm.
A knack that we have is pattern recognition.
Yes. The log files were filling up.
Right.
With messages.
With a very specific entry.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't chone me.
Yeah. There was an SNMP trap and it said,
Yep. Okay. Yeah, Samba share permissions have been changed.
Exactly. But so that leads me to another topic, which is that I saw something today and it made me think of a few different things, and it's related sort of to just observing people's car choices and what they mean about that person. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
I saw, so there was a clip from Mr. Regular that he had on his Instagram a little while ago, where he mentioned something that was really funny, that I had also been thinking about lately, which is, back in the 2000s, so early 2000s, 20, 25 years ago, if you were a douchebag, you were in one car, right? The Cybertruck owners of today were in one car 25 years ago, and that was the Hummer H2.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Absolutely.
I don't know if people who weren't around then or weren't judgmental assholes like me then can remember what a stigma that car had on it, and there was one person who bought that car.
I mean, didn't Kenny Powers have one in Eastbound and Down at some point?
Oh, I'm sure. That would make total sense.
Yeah, maybe not. I can't remember. Yeah.
It would make sense. Got
right.
The picture of him on the jet ski.
Yeah, I could be wrong. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that's basically what the Cybertruck is now, right? It tells you everything you need to know about that person's politics and, just how they move throughout the world.
Right. Correct.
But I think just like so many other things in culture, it's gotten, we used to have 3 channels of television and now there's 150. So too are there so many choices for douchebags.
Okay. Yes.
Right?
Yes. Okay. It has been a market that has been identified and has been tapped.
Yes. And I think there's a new player on the stage that's getting not enough attention.
Okay.
Which is, have you seen these ultra wide body Bronco Raptors.
Yes. Yes.
Are they not the most obnoxious looking vehicle you've ever seen in your life? I think they look more like selfish asshole than the Cybertruck does to me. Like on the road, they look insane.
Yes, on the road, I think because the context definitely changes where you see this vehicle, right?
Yes.
That is a cool vehicle if I have a remote control car of it. If I am given it in the desert, that's the I don't know, that's the vibe of it. But if I see if you are going to Whole Foods in that, if you are sitting next to me at a traffic light, I don't like it.
I agree. And I was next to one in my all track yesterday.
Yeah.
And in my seating position in the all track, which is not like a super low car or anything like that. It's, it's a smaller car, but it's not
like your R32. It's not slammed to the ground. Yeah.
No, but if I look straight over from where I sit, I am between the top of the tire and the wheel well.
Yes.
Is where my head is.
Yes. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right? Yes.
On a stock vehicle. And it just seems so incredibly unsafe to be driving it on the road. And I appreciate that it's a cool car in the way that a trophy truck is one of the coolest things on the planet.
Absolutely.
But if you drove it on the road, you would rightly be thought of as an antisocial asshole.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
It's crazy.
And I think the trophy trucks that we have in our minds are the late 80s, early 90s Toyotas and Nissans and stuff like that. The small hard body pickup trucks, right?
From the off-road video game.
Exactly. From Iron Man Ivan Stewart's Super Off-Road. Thank you. Right? That ate $20 worth of quarters of mine. And my mom got so mad because I spent all my money on Iron Man Ivan Stewart Super Off-Road instead of bowling with my friends like I should have been.
That's really funny.
Yeah, that's a true story. But I was navigating a parking lot recently in my LS460, which is not a small vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's this little strip mall near me, and there's a Kava and a little pet food store there, and there's this row of parking where people always park the wrong way. So there's only parking angled spaces on one side, and then there's just the gridded spaces nose to tail on the other side. But people somehow just think that they can just park on the wrong side facing the wrong way on that street for some reason. No, it's not like a one-way street or anything. And watch me go back, and it is a one-way street. This idiot in a black Lexus. No, but there was one of those hopped up Bronco. It had a trail spec thing. I can't remember the trail thing, and it was massive. I had to move over. It was facing the wrong way. Yeah, it was giant.
They're so wide.
Yeah. What was it called? It was the trail, or I can't remember.
Trailhead?
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe Trailhead. No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was massive. Yeah. It was an issue to get around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel between that and the TRXs and all these other things, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I love a fast pickup truck. And I don't mind a pickup truck of size. We drove the Dodge Power Wagon forever ago. And that was cool. I wouldn't.
We also drove it off road.
You're exactly right. And the Longhorn that we had for a week was even more at home on the road than the Power Wagon, right? And that's not a small car, right? Yeah. That's the Ram 1500 chassis, you know? But you're having to make moves around these vehicles you would have to make moves around a construction vehicle or an ambulance, right? A fire truck, Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call a little bit of an audible here too, because there is I forgot, there's actually new car news
that
we haven't talked about yet. And it's kind of relates directly to this conversation. Have you seen the Slate pickup truck?
No, what's that?
Oh, it just got announced earlier this week. It is brand new. It's an electric truck. It's worth going to. It's slate.auto if you go to the website.
Oh.
It is a little electric truck that's going to retail for, if the rebates stick around, under 20 grand.
What? Look at this little buddy.
David has crank windows.
Yes. Okay.
You can spec it without a stereo.
Okay.
It's modular, so you can create it. You can make it into an SUV. So this is all the same chassis.
Yeah.
And it's all like plastic body panels, so you can it's just made to be wrapped. So you can do like custom wraps and all sorts of crazy stuff with it.
Oh, I'm here for this little buddy.
Me too. It's really intriguing. It's like a little like city pickup truck.
Yeah.
And I think if you scroll down, it has like a comparison of the wheelbases between it and like a full-size pickup and, like a Ranger and stuff like that. If you keep going down,
I love the little Sportback SUV thing.
Yeah, it's very like old Bronco.
Yes.
Right?
Like a tiny little Range Rover-y looking buddy. There it is with plywood in the back, like 4x8 sheets of OSB. Hell yeah, you do you.
It says 1,400 pounds payload.
Wow, okay. Wow, look at that. Okay. It's made to be easy to wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I kind of really want one.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
If you can charge your phone, you can charge your you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah.
Oh,
there it is right
here.
here.
Okay, yeah. Oh, look at that. They even have a Toyota SR5 from 1985 as a size comparison. Look at that.
So it's actually better packaging, right? Because it's got a longer wheelbase.
Yeah.
But it's the same sort of footprint.
Right. Shorter bed, but guess what? Safety.
Right.
Because for an 85 Toyota SR5 pickup, you were the crumple zone.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. I mean, in the Ford Maverick, like this with the Ford Maverick overlay, like the Ford Maverick is like, by our standards today, a tiny little truck.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Wow.
Yeah.
Look at it. Silverado EV compared to that. That's
so
wild.
crazy.
Wild. Oh my God.
Yeah. They're going to build it. They're going to build it in the US.
Oh my God.
It seems really cool.
I am here for this little guy, man.
Right?
Oh. Okay. Wow. Please.
Yeah. And if you go, it's actually pretty cool. So if you go to personalize, you can see some of the, so it's all the way up at the top.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you go to personalization, you can they have these starter packs.
Okay. To kind of kick off a build, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stuff was what I went for too, of course.
Of course, the little street racer buddy.
Yeah. But they have like lowering springs is going to be an option, apparently.
What?
Yeah. So you can have like a little mini truck, like electric mini truck.
Yeah.
Slammed.
Oh my God. This is
amazing.
I kind
of really want one.
Me too. Oh yeah, look at that little guy. This is so cool.
Yeah, go to the interior.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting. Down above.
Exterior.
Right, you got it. Over.
Yeah, interior. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Look at that.
Yeah, so this one has the electric window option, but you can get it. You can get it with just crank windows.
Uh-huh.
You can have just a tablet mount and no speakers, and like a mount for like a Bluetooth speaker, so you can go really bare bones.
Yeah.
Or they'll put speakers in for you.
Okay.
Like it's pretty cool.
Wow. Okay.
And if you do the SUV one, you can get back seats.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, you can even get it without a center console.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool idea because, like, most of these other EV startups are like super expensive to start
Yes.
with, and then they're like, well, we're going to do a cheap one
Right.
eventually,
Right.
and then sometimes they don't get around to it. But this one is supposed to be the other direction, which I think is really cool.
This is awesome. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I have a friend of mine who may want something just like this.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, our mutual friend Sal, who
Yeah.
has, he has a little mini truck. He's got the little Nissan Frontier, which is not going to last forever. I told him about this.
Yeah.
I saw him the other day, and he was like, "Oh man, that's like kind of perfect." It's like, yeah, I think that would be a really good, because 150 miles, if you're just using it for a city runabout, that's perfect.
And you can get an extended range battery to get you to around 240 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice, man. This is like the antidote, right?
Right.
To the car douchebag-itis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. I know what I'm doing for the rest of the night. Screw the rest of the show. We're just building slates from here on out.
We're building slates.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I think it would be awesome if people can share their slate builds and drop them in the comments of the YouTube video. Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you spec your slate?
You know what we should do? A segment that we haven't done in a long, long time.
Yep.
Which was the newlywed game for cars, right? Where we would build each other a slate build and see how close we got to what we would actually do.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
We'll do that in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Ian, thank you for the hot tip.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, this is what I get for not looking at news. I also don't get the good stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. If you basically like sheetrocked yourself into an isolation chamber like I have. Yeah.
Dave has to unwrap himself from his Faraday cage every time we record this show.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I am basically just in a hole of Balatro on my iPad, Katamari Damacy on my Switch, and like Python scripts on my ThinkPad. Yeah. Yeah. That's really it. That's my extracurricular activities at this point. Yeah. Wild. Okay. So now there's a remedy. You will view somebody like that buys one of these as not a douchebag.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, this is awesome. I love these.
What's the clothing equivalent of like an popular indicator back in the Hummer H2 days was an Ed Hardy shirt?
Yes.
Do we feel like that there's like a
embroidered jeans and an Ed Hardy shirt?
Yes.
That was the hallmark of a Hummer H2 owner.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now, like with a Cybertruck owner or a Ford Raptor Bronco, a Bronco Raptor owner might have like an MMA T-shirt of some sort.
Oh yeah.
Or the grunt style ones, where they have the cross rifles on the sleeve.
Yes. Yeah. Tactibros. Right. Yeah.
Tactibros.
Yeah. 9 Line, is that the name of the company? Yeah. This shirt's made with 100% cotton and freedom.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my God. I saw somebody, we talked about this a million years ago on the show, but I saw somebody with one of the like tactical baby carrier things.
Okay.
On a hike the other day.
Yes.
Dude, you look fucking ridiculous.
Tacta baby. Yeah. Yep.
You're going on a hike. Literally, the hike was called Enchanted Forest.
Gotta gear up.
And he had it looked like he had a flak vest on. And it was like basically a glorified diaper bag. I was like, my dude.
Yes. There's this fitness trend. I'm sure you've seen it and heard of it. It's called rucksacking. It's where people wear like weighted vests, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
There's no rule that says you have to do that on the outside of your clothing.
That's true. Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah.
You can buy a triple XL t-shirt and throw that shit underneath.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should be ashamed.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that. Okay. Okay. So what else you got for us, chef?
What else
I'm
do we
saying
have?
you're cooking up a 5-star Yelp review right now.
Okay. Well, I have a personal report,
Okay.
which I didn't put in the talk about either, but I'm just going
Yeah,
straight
no,
off.
this is your show, buddy. This is your show. Do I have to do an album at the end?
Yes. I did go do some car stuff on my own while playing kind of quasi hooky from work.
Yes. No.
Which
yes.
I just remembered about.
Yes. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So I went down. I went back down to Denver Racing Social because we went there. We recorded our 500th episode, which is coming out very soon. Because this is 498.
Yep.
And I saw that they were doing a month-long like contest, where you get like one car. Everyone gets one set car, one set track, and everyone has to try to beat or try to get a top time. And it was going to be a Mustang GT3 car. And Watkins Glen, and I've actually driven Watkins Glen, so I actually know that track a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll go give it a shot. And I had a gap in my like work schedule that worked out perfectly. I had a call that I could be on in the car that I was just listening to.
Sure.
And then I had a free hour. I actually had a free couple of hours because then like calls got canceled. And I was like, sweet.
Okay.
So I went and did it. And I will say, so when we look at this, the format on the times is only in seconds. And in my head, so I was like, oh, the top time is 106. And I thought like, oh, it's a minute 6.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha.
It's not a minute. It's like a minute 46.
Right. Correct. Yeah.
But in my head, I was like a minute 6. And then I did my first lap and I was at like 155. And I was like, what the shit?
Okay. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
But I got my time down to a 149.
You did?
And I think I'm right now. So Andrew Wu is, and all the Andrew Knowles, that's all the owner. So his times don't count. But I think I'm in like 5th place.
Yeah. So we have
which
Benjamin.
Is hilarious.
Yeah. Benjamin. We have EJ. We have Brian. Then we have Pierce.
Yep. And then me.
You. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
5,
I think the Benjamins
6.
are the same person.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, Ian. Our boy's 5th for the month out of 21 people so far. Well, I mean, there's some multiple Andrews in here. Yes. Yeah, 21 entries. Yeah.
So yeah. And I'm going back tomorrow.
Are you? So help me understand how the membership works, because you have what, an hour of time per month, or what is the?
So with my membership, so I have like a lower tier membership.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I get like half off of a session.
Oh, okay.
So I could upgrade it, and then I would get some free time as well.
Gotcha.
But I'm not sure how often I'll go down there. It seems like often. But that's remains to be seen. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, I have the Casual Plus.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, Casual Plus membership, $60 annually. This gets you. Let's see here. Your session rate is $60.
It's a half off $60.
Oh, half off $60. Okay. So every time you show up for an hour, you pay $30. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah. Which is not bad, I think.
No, like for an hour of full motion sim time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did that, and it was really, really fun, and I felt really good. Like, I got a lot of clean laps in, And I mean, obviously I love Watkins Glen because it's amazing. And
Right.
so I was just feeling like I had a high. So I went and drove karts too.
I love you chasing the dragon, man. Yeah. And yes, Watkins Glen holds a very special place in our heart because we had a great time racing there with your dad.
Yeah.
Right? I still have this on my wall.
Yes.
You know? Yeah,
That's
this was our first place in Class D, right? Yeah, like the old press room vibe.
So cool.
Like just like being at Watkins Glen is such a cool experience.
It really is, because it's kind of like it's a beautiful area of the country.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And the track itself is amazing. Like it's so much fun to drive in real life. Like I cannot like it's beautiful. Like just the scenery is beautiful.
Right.
And then just that going up the hill.
Yeah.
The front sweepers are just so cool.
So how do you feel like your actual on-track time in a Maserati Biturbo, right? And this is the older one with the way more flexy chassis. How do you feel that like your time actually driving a car in anger on the track translated to like full motion sim racing?
Well, I will say that, I mean, it helped in a couple ways. Obviously, I know where it goes. I know where the track goes, which is not nothing. It's just a lot of corners. And also like I kept thinking about like, especially turn 9. So turn 9 at Watkins Glen is a left-hander. It's where you're kind of coming out of, it's where like the international circuit rejoins with the NASCAR circuit.
Yeah. And I think I have a graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming out. So that whole the boot section, that is the international circuit. The NASCAR drivers don't do that part. They do the go straight from turn 5 to turn 9.
Okay.
And turn 9 is fucking terrifying in real life because you end up, if you do it right, there's a wall right here.
Yes.
Right. I mean, it is really close.
Yes, it is right there. Yeah.
And
here's a picture. Yeah, there's the wall. Yeah, and like you have some runoff, and then the wall kind of comes in towards the edge of the track.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And so like if you push wide there, if you understeer, which is easy to do if you go in too hot, like you will end up in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as my uncle found out. So and it's not slow. I mean, it's not super slow there either. Like it's a pretty fast corner. So
it is a more than 90-degree left-hand turn. Then you have another pretty quick left-hand turn after that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So like just having driven that like complicated part in your head. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, so knowing, and then also knowing like what to be respectful of, like the curbs are very aggressive, like on the outside of turn 1 and like that sort of thing. So like I knew some of that stuff, and like I know I need to be turn 6 is a very downhill and slightly off camber corner that you have to be kind of have your wits about you on as well. Like it's easy to overdrive that part as well. So just knowing some of those things allowed me to then push in other areas, right? So like it allowed me to get clean laps in.
Yeah.
Because like I think I had in every session that I did, I had at least one lap time that was clean.
Okay.
Without any 4-offs. So
nice.
I only had a couple of healthy spins, but other than that, it was a pretty productive session. Yeah. I'm curious if I go back, if I'm going to end up like way over driving now that I'm like super confident.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But man, and we did like a little, they had an AI program, like analysis thing that you can run afterwards.
Okay.
And my breaking points were like largely like really close to what the what the computer was doing.
Like an optimized, like looking at it from like what you could do better. Okay. So it didn't have many notes for you for like breaking pieces.
Right. I think, and the only place that I was like way different than what the computer said was in the bus stop, actually. Like I took the bus stop different than the computer driver did.
Okay. Where's that?
But
after the back straight and this little chicane here?
Yes, that's the one it's the back. So all going up the S's.
Yeah.
And after that long straight, there's that chicane, the inner loop chicane. And so I was taking it a little bit differently than the computer recommended, because the computer had like 2 braking zones in there, which I always thought was weird. Okay. And I kind of take it as like one continuous corner.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It was super fun.
Okay. Nice, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I went to the karting. I went to
the Centennial. Yeah, the Colorado karting circuit.
Colorado karting circuit. That's what it is. Sorry, I blanked on the name.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, now it actually has a name other than like Unser South or whatever, right? You know? Yeah. Yeah.
Repaved, new curbs. Man, super fun.
And you said they were running counterclockwise?
They were running counterclockwise, which, to be honest, is not my favorite. Mm-hmm. I like clockwise better.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think I had my first stint. My first heat was like a 1:22 was my best time.
Okay.
Then I knocked back down to a 1:20, which is what you need to do to like qualify for the faster carts.
Okay.
And then after that I had a 1:18.3 on my third.
Okay.
Third. So
I
think there's definitely more time to find. But.
Yeah. I think I have my times from the Colorado karting circuit from when I went with PETA and the gang. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Colorado karting. Yeah. Here are your results.
You can get it emailed to you or whatever.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Were you running counterclockwise or clockwise?
We were going. Let me look at the map again. We were going. Counterclockwise. Yeah. So, so this way here, uphill. Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I did it in, you didn't know we were competing, but here we go. I did it in.
Oh, Dave, we're always competing.
Let's see. Freddie from Autocross got the fast with a 1:16.
That's quick.
It is really effing quick. But my time doesn't show up here. I know I was in
you have to click through.
Session. Oh yeah, here we go. Apex Adjacent Dave 1:19.2.
Nice
for that one. And I think I did get to a 1:18 towards the end in the third one here, but yeah, we can check that. Yeah, here, let's see here. Here's what it looks like when you have the results. Okay. Oh yeah, Bob. Okay, yeah, there we go. I was in a 1:18.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a 1:18.3. It took me a little. I was by myself, basically. So it took me a little bit of time to figure it out. And it started to rain during my last session too.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah. When I was last there, this is where you went downhill over into La La Land and had to be brought back by the golf cart of shame, if you will. And I did put one of those in our 500th episode pictures. Was you coming back in that? Let's see. Do I have it? Blanket fort selfie. I can't find it, but I did have that in our slideshow. But somebody spun like right in front of me when I was there last, and like they caught the tires on that outside part, and I really like that little uphill charge right here. Yeah, it's very weird but very fun.
Yeah. Well, that's so okay. Oh yeah, going
because you're downhill here. Yep, and then back uphill here. This is such a weird little complex.
Right? I know. I was talking to somebody. I was like, I think I used to take that flat, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you should be flat there." And I was like, "Oh right,
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah." If you do it right, you can be flat. I lift
Through this part here.
yeah, so you can like do a tiny lift on turn in right there to kind of like
because I
get it to rotate.
very wide, and I come in late.
Yes, and I was struggling with that. I was going in a little too early there and definitely getting myself out of position.
Right.
But I was using the curb to kind of
to rotate for
turn me.
Okay.
Because I was using that outside, or I guess it's the inside, but towards the bottom of the picture, that curb there. Okay. I was ramping off of that shit.
Oh, I go nowhere near that thing. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was ramping off of it and just getting that to like kind of turn me a little bit.
Okay.
But, yeah, I want to go back with you so I can see where I'm.
Yeah, where our differences are. Yeah, yeah.
Because I didn't have anybody there who was like, there was one guy there who was like really fast, and then one guy, and then like two other people there that were like really really slow.
Okay. Yeah.
So I had no one to follow. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I put up a YouTube short of my lap, right? Didn't I?
Oh, did you?
I thought I did.
I think you did, and I forgot about it until right this second.
Yeah. Maybe
you definitely sent it to me. I don't know if you published it.
Yeah, maybe I didn't publish it. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, cart laps at the recently reopened thing. Yeah, copy link. Yeah, let's see where I go in on that. Yeah. Let's see here.
This is us watching a YouTube video together.
I know, right? Okay. Oh yeah, and I made the screen grab the kid like sliding out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get to like where I go into that. Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to see on here.
Yeah. Here we go. Here is me going into it. Let's see how wide I stay here. Yeah. Wide. Yeah. You see how late I went into that?
Yeah, that's what you want though.
Okay. Yeah. And then I think I just I just eat this person up and just gain on them like crazy. This may be where the kid slides off right in front of me. Yep, this is. Yep, there they go. Oh! Yeah, that's a fun one. Yeah.
That's great.
Right? Yeah. So, yeah, wild.
He was committed.
Yeah, yeah, he was. And then like
this thing right there, he still thinks he has it.
Right, yes. Yeah, and then he makes eye contact with me at one point. Like right here. Like you can see him look over at me while the front of his cart is in the air. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. So there you go.
So great.
Yeah. Yep. But they should name this
totally.
What's that?
I was going to say I recently learned how to go frame by frame on YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, what do I need to do? What are my keystrokes?
When it's pause, it's period and comma.
Oh okay. Oh there we go. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Look at that cart bouncing. So they should name this wall here like the Ian Peterson wall.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it the memorial wall because you're still with us, but
it's the don't make us come get your ass wall.
Yes, exactly. Yes, we're fixing the problem wall. The fact that this right here, like this cart, like facing me on the cart, and like you see me just looking over at this kid. Yeah.
And you're doing 27 miles an hour.
Yes. Yep. So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of fun. I'm glad you had you did all the car things today. You deserved an Ian treat. Honestly.
Yes, it was nice.
Yeah.
It was needed that day.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah. Okay. Well, Chef, what else do you have for us this evening? Are we through main course?
We're tapped out. I got nothing left.
Really?
This is everything. I'm going to be silent for the next 3 episodes.
I need a dessert, and I know that is not true, that you are going to be silent.
You know what? Honestly, when like 10 minutes before we started, I was like, I don't know if I have anything to talk about.
Really? Okay.
Every time. Every single episode, I'm like, I don't think I have anything to say.
Yeah, turns out
it's the same as when we go karting, and I'm like, hey, I think I'm going to take it easy this time.
And I need the narrator voice. Like, Ian did not take it easy this time. He did, in fact, not take it easy. Yeah.
Can I hit you with an album?
Yeah. I would love to hear. Give me that dessert. Yeah.
Okay.
I am also, so excited about how much gratuity did you include in the check for this episode?
Right.
Yeah.
So this was a record store day release this year. I haven't done record store day in like a decade.
Yeah, me neither. Okay.
I don't like to stand in lines. And but I just happened upon this yesterday when I was looking at kind of like new releases. And Dave, this is very up your alley. And you, I don't know, you may already be aware of this. Have you heard of The Good News? It's a hip hop project featuring Dell.
Yes, I have. Okay.
They have one out called This Just In.
Okay.
Yes. That just came out for Record Store Day this week. It's like a 7-song EP.
Okay.
It's rad as shit. Like, I want you when we're done here, I want you to listen to the first track and just listen to the beat on the first track. It is so awesome.
Okay.
It is, as the kids might say, sick.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
It is such a banger. So it's not this one. It's The
Good News. Vanguard?
And it's called This Just In.
This Just In. Huh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Good News. This Just In.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
The Good News is all together.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I'm just getting like uplifting stories and shit.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No. This Just In. Oh, okay. No. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yes, this is it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
This is it right here. It's really, really cool.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
But yeah, it's Citizen. I don't know PO3.
Me neither.
I don't know who that is. But Del Funky Homosapien. Can't go wrong.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, that song Fate Breaker is so good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's really rad.
Nice. Okay. I will absolutely check this out. Yeah. Yeah. Del the Funky Homosapien and The Good News. This Just In. ! EP.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Links will be for Apple Music, Spotify, and if they have a Bandcamp, and also this from Nature Sounds.
Yes.
Music. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Man, there are a few like just rap beats that just hook into my soul. Like, and I think Deltron 3030, like the first Deltron has 2 of those. Like, yeah, like Positive Contact and Things You Can Do. Both of those beats just, oh my God. Yeah. Like, that is just, there is a resonance within me that just absolutely makes me nod my head when I hear that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited to hear this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you like what other like what beat like has a hook into you? Like just the beat, you think?
I don't know.
Even if it's like a beat on like a rock album or something like that. Do you think that there's like a percussion like segment that just gets you?
Weirdly, I think I'm on a big like Radiohead kick right now.
Okay.
They're There.
Okay.
By Radiohead, where they're like there's 3 of them playing toms.
Yeah.
It's such a good groove. Honestly, the C 2.0 from the Roots on Phrenology.
Yes. Yeah.
Is one that I think about all the time.
For me, same album, Thought at Work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole record is so
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot more that I'm not thinking of, but yeah.
You know me, I'm a break-based individual. I need like that is why I like big beat. That is why I like drum and bass. That's why I like all that stuff. Like I love hip hop because I need the breaks.
I mean, honestly, Nico has been big on like listening to 90s music lately.
Okay.
And Prodigy came out of the car the other day. Firestarter came out of the car, and I was like, man, this holds up so well.
Dude, Liam's production is amazing. Like Keith's vocals are just so great. Like, truly, like Liam Howlett.
I don't know.
I mean, like the production that he did was so great, man. I love
it's
that.
It's a thing. It's one of those things weirdly where like I like it more now as an adult than when I should have liked it.
Hey, no, there's no should. There's no should.
Because when I first heard it, I was like, well, this is silly.
Right. Yeah. Well,
and I mean, was like 13.
Yeah. It's music that's made to be insane. Right. Like, yeah. Nobody's like, this is like the most like well-written music of all time. Like it is designed to make you feel a thing and move your fucking body. That's what it's designed to do. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I have been finding so much solace in truly like just really good beats like that Skrillex, Missy Elliott, Ratata, like just like so many things like that are just like, it is just dumb fun. Shut the fuck up and just put it on and like clean the house, get yard work done, whatever. Right.
Yeah. And you're gonna dig this.
I'm looking forward to this.
I'm excited to listen to it.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for this. Okay.
Dave, I'm exhausted.
Yes. You're the crypt keeper. You've gone from cook to crypt keeper, Ian.
I don't cook myself.
Yeah, you did.
People, send us things. 720-515-1391. apexadjacent@gmail.com. Thank you. We love you. Goodbye.